Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we battled, is that even the right word to describe round number 1 against the Dallas Stars? Carter Hart's Dallas Stars, by the way. We go out there and we whoop them in 4. You can debate game number 3. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We ended up on the right side of history, though, sweeping them, heading to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We put up a lot of goals. There wasn't one game where we didn't put up 5+. That's a lot of freaking goals. That's a lot of goals. But I'm excited to see how the stats are looking through 4 games. You know, you're not expecting them to be super impressive, but on the other hand, you're expecting them to be decent because it was 4 games and you must have done something right. Right off the bat, you can see there are some outliers and there are some impressive point totals through 4 games. At the top, making a run at a second straight Conn Smythe for the Russian-American beauty, the power forward, 27 years of age, 6'5", Alexei Petrangelo, former first overall pick, by the way. How can you not love this guy? I mean, he signed a team-friendly deal all the way back when that's 5 years ago. 5 years. Absolutely love him. He's been great so far. But even more impressive, 2 less points, but he is scoring goals left and right. If I am not mistaken, in game number 4, he scored a natural hat trick on the power play in the second period. I'm not sure if that counts as a natural hat trick, but that's 3 straight goals on the power play. He's been impressive. He's scoring goals, and that's exactly what I like to see from Cal Newman. Eichel, that's exactly what we got him for. He is going to produce for you when it matters the most. Regular season, he wasn't as impressive as I thought he was going to be. 70-plus points. For Jack Eichel, you know, he's probably leaving the team at the end of the postseason, beginning of the offseason, whenever draft. I'm not sure. But we got him for one simple reason, and that was to win Stanley Cups. He's trying to win number 2, so hopefully we can get it done. Kirill Kaprizov, Waters, Anthony Francis, and Langweeder all fall into the same category. They've all been very, very impressive. 4 points in 4 games. How much more impressive can you get than that? I mean, you can, especially if you're Anthony Francis. I mean, one of his worst season, technically 110 points, even though that's phenomenal. You know, I expect more from him, especially if we're going to win a Stanley Cup going up against a phenomenal Chicago Blackhawks team who's ready to fight again. Everybody here has to be more impressive. Louis Langweeder was great. Chris Griffin, 2 goals, I'll take it. Hadfield, Gogolev, 2 points, not terrible. Curry, 2 points as well. Chubasov with 1 goal. Everybody kind of stepped up. There was not one minus player, which is huge for us. Defense, how's it looking? Marcus Mironov, quietly one of the best players in the postseason so far. Best defenseman by far. +8, 0 penalty minutes, 9 shots and 2 goals. He's shooting 22%. No power play points, by the way. This is all 5-on-5. He's been the man. And speaking of the man, Quinn Hughes, 3 points, +2, 0 penalty minutes. Not a lot of penalty minutes from the squad, which is what I like to see. Georges Bissonnette, having a breakout season in the regular season, having a great postseason. Same with Harry Parrish, really stepping up there. That is huge. Brant Clark did get injured at the end of game number 4. So that is going to be something to deal with. Currently, our scratch defenseman is in the lineup for him. Brant Clark is not supposed to be back until May 5th. That's under a month, but he's not going to be back until the 3rd round, so we have to go a long ways without one of our best defensemen. Goaltending. I want to say Makinen, because Makinen was an old player in my last franchise mode, but I won't get into it. Taro Maki wasn't bad. 900 save percentage could have been better. 2.74 goals against could have been better, but overall, 4 straight wins. Can't get much better than that for the Minnesota Wild. I'm excited to see how the playoff tree is shaping up this year. Chicago beat the Avalanche in round number 1. We swept Dallas. Anaheim and Arizona battled through 7. Anaheim was on the right side, and Winnipeg beat LA. That sucks to see. I want to face Von Sieg from LA. Too bad. In the East, the Rangers sweep the Hurricanes. The Tampa Bay Lightning battle it out with the Islanders in 7, so you know who the more rested team is there. Montreal beats Florida in 5. Ooh, so the leading scorer in the NHL this year, 73 goals from Damian Hunt, or not leading, he's a leading goal scorer, but he was second place amongst points. Damian Hunter is eliminated in 5 games. That is a big yikes for the Eastern Conference, leaves it wide open. And Philadelphia beats Toronto in 5, so the East and West are definitely shaping up this year. There are some phenomenal teams going at it in round number 2. But the Chicago Blackhawks, there's definitely a lot of story to go along with this. Chicago, we battled them for the first few years of our Stanley Cup runs. We were on the right side of history every time. But recently, Chicago kind of fell into this drought where they just drafted and I mean, I guess it's not a drought technically. They purposely did it. They traded away assets. They brought a lot of prospects on. They probably look a whole lot better. They have one of the best one of the best young players in the NHL today, Gustav Slychuk. This year they went 48, 27, and 7. I said somewhere through the season, I'm like, hey, I hope Chicago gets back into it. Our rivalry is fun. I hope I don't eat my words here. I'm excited to see what Chicago looks like this year. Chicago Blackhawks. Oh my, no, this is going to be a much harder round than round numero uno. Let's start at the top. Dylan Strome, former Arizona Coyotes pick, 3rd overall in the Connor McDavid draft. Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, and Dylan Strome. Fun times, right? Mitch Marner went 5th overall that year. You have Alexander Nylander, 2 phenomenal players right there, and you have Gustav Slychuk, one of the best players in the NHL today, a consistent 50-goal scorer. 661 points, 402 goals. He's going to finish his career with 800 goals. Easy if he stays healthy, and it looks like that is the case. So somebody take your stick and chop him in half, please. That would be phenomenal. That is a phenomenal first line. The second line, it doesn't get any easier for us. Cole Perfetti, Kirby Dack, and Vladislav Nemestikov. Nemestikov is definitely one of the older players on this team, but he still knows how to win games. Third line, their freaking center core is phenomenal. I keep using that word, but Chicago has definitely stepped it up here in the last few years. William Eklund, 27, 5'9". He's technically a first-line forward, but hey, playing wherever you want. I guess you're here for a reason, right? Ray Reimer is one of those young guys they drafted a few years ago during their tank-a-thon. He should probably be higher up in the lineup, but they're kind of in the same position we are, where the top 6 works so well. Why would you move around? I don't know. It's up to the coach, really. And they have Silas Gogol, the former 1st overall pick. Former Calder winner in Silas Gogol. You got 2 Gogos going at it this round, Gogolev and Gogol. So hopefully ours is on the right side here. 4th line, you have Drake Batherson, Esteban O'Reilly, and Danton Heinen. Did Danton Heinen play for Minnesota a few years ago? I want to say he did. No, I thought he did. Huh. Never mind. I lied. A few years with Detroit, and he ends up on Chicago's, a winning team. So that is a great forward core. I'm going to try to stay away from phenomenal, but that is 5 stars. Yeah, great. Defense, how's it looking? Yes, they did lose Adam Boquist a few seasons ago. They are stuck. Their best defenseman right now is Lucas Johansson. They have Jordan Spence, Anton Olsen, Keith Roussel, who is one of their younger defensemen there, Noah Dobson, and Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Not the strongest of defensive cores, but if you have a strong offensive core and a subpar defensive core and a stronger goalie, you should be okay. It all depends on how many goals you can score. And I know who their goalie is, one of the best goaltenders in the NHL today, Jin Ryun from China. He is one of the best to do it today. 246 wins in the NHL. He knows how to get it done. That is a scary, scary player to play right now. Scratch players, you have Ryan Pulock, you have Robert Thompson, and you have Bobby Bobson, the absolute turncoat. Okay, Minnesota, here we go. One of our longtime rivals. We've played them probably more than any other team in this simulation so far, up there with Colorado. We've been on the right side of history ever since we've picked up this team as the general manager playing Chicago. Usually when Minnesota makes it to the second round against the Blackhawks, they lose. But we've been on the right side of history ever since I got here. Let's keep the streak alive. Game number 1, home ice advantage, obviously. First period. Oh, we started off rough. A power play goal from O'Reilly, and Gogol gets on the board not too long after. Mackey with an iffy period, 15 shots for Chicago, 12 for us. Let's see how the second goes. 4 straight goals for the Chicago Blackhawks, and Quinn Hughes makes it a 3-goal deficit. Shots are even. Mackey has been bad. A rough game number 1 here on home ice, not what the fans were looking for, especially after the round 1 we had. Cale Newman scores. Can we make it a game? O'Reilly scores his second of the game. Mackey has been bad. Do we debate maybe pulling him, putting in Tallender as the starter the rest of the postseason? If Mackey continues this, then yes. Water scores late. That is not going to be enough to bring us back. Drop game number 1 to Chicago. 3 stars this evening. O'Reilly was great. So definitely an underrated player for the Blackhawks. Missing Brant Clark a lot to start this round. I could definitely use his defensive prowess and offensive prowess. Game number 2. Let's see if we can tie this series up and head to the Windy City. First period. Oh, our offense is... Don't start with me, please. For the love of God, don't start with me. Don't start with me, Minnesota. Please, for the love of God, don't start with me. Please. For the love of God, don't. Seriously, don't. Mackey, for the love of God, hold it out for 1 period. You can do that for me, right? Second period. Where's our offense, man? I know it's Jin Ryun, one of the best goaltenders in the NHL. But man, oh man, you've beat worse. I mean, you've beat better. Why would of course you beat worse. You've beat better. You just whooped Carter Hart the last round. They're basically the same goaltender. Except one's won more Stanley Cups than the other. Please. Offense, where the hell are you at? Third period underway, power play early for Chicago. Oh my God, a 5-on-3. Who the hell took that penalty? Minnesota, what are you doing? What are you doing, Minnesota? But Owen, you won a Stanley Cup last year. You should be happy. No, we should be doing a whole lot better than this. Chicago has had our number through 2 games. Oh, no offense at all. I am losing my mind. Heading to Chicago. I'm pulling the trigger. What trigger do you think I'm pulling? I'm pulling the best lines, baby. That's exactly what I'm doing. Best lines, cheese. Here we go. Best lines. Here we go. Let's see how it works out for the Minnesota Wild. If we get swept after a President's Trophy, ooh, things are going to change either way this offseason, but yikes. Hopefully our quest does not end like this. We head to the Windy City, the United Center, with a chance to tie this series up in Chicago. Let's see what we can do. Game number 3. Do not fall into the hole. First period. There we go. Kaprizov opening the scoring up. Nylander ties it up. Quinn Hughes and Cale Newman in back-to-back to end the period. Shots in our favor, 15-9. I'll take that period every single day. Second period. Okay, we make it a 3-goal game. Boris, is that his first name Boris? Habibulin. He made it into the lineup. Phenomenal. And Nylander, his second of the evening, makes it a 2-goal game. Heading into the third, shots are dead even. Slychuk scores early. Petrangelov, that's a big goal. The momentum was in Chicago's favor after that early goal from Slychuk. We kill off a penalty. That is huge. Halfway through the third period, can we hold on to cut this series lead in half? Come on, Minnesota. Hold off. 2 minutes. That's all you got to do. Ooh. And Mackey with another iffy performance, but I will take the victory either way. We could have been a whole lot better that game. We could have. Mackey, you are getting on my nerves. Very quickly, you're becoming one of my least favorite goaltenders. But Owen, your goaltender. Oh, Matt, what? Brent Clark's back? Wait, what? Brent Clark's back? I'm going to go best lines again. Get Brent Clark in there. Brent Clark's back? I thought he said he was May 5th. Is it May 5th already? It's April. Oh, he must have just come back early. Hell yes, we get one of our best defensemen back for game number 4. Here we go. United Center. Let's tie this series up and head back to Minnesota. First period. Shots are in Chicago's favor almost by double. Scoring is at a deadlock, 0-0. Second period. Okay, we open the scoring up, a power play goal for Gogolev. Kaprizov makes it a 2-goal game. Heinen cuts the lead in half. Mackey, for the love of God, could you for once hold on to a lead for 1 period, man? Third period underway. Come on, Minnesota. Can we get some insurance, please? Oh, I don't like this. I don't trust anybody. No way. I trust most of the people on this team. Langweeder with a goal, making it a... No, I had to go and say something. Slychuk rears his ugly head again, making it a 1-goal game late in this third period. Can we hold off? Langweeder pulls out all the stops in period number 3. Gogolev with another power play goal. Slychuk makes it a 2-goal game late. But we hold on to tie this series up in game number 4. That was all Langweeder in that period. Phenomenal performance from him. So maybe Gogolev's working out on the power play. Maybe we found something special with him playing on the power play? Because I think he's just been looking for that position just to get something done. Maybe we found it. We tie the series. XL Energy Center. Game number 5 is underway. You see the other series. Philadelphia's up 3-1 over Montreal. Same with Tampa Bay over the Rangers. Same with Anaheim over Winnipeg. So a bunch of series could be ending early. I feel like this series is going to go the distance. It's a best of 3, ladies and gents. First period. Underway. First period. 1-0. Bissonnette on Rion late into that period. Oh my God, you leave them at 2 shots? Chicago! My God! You, quintuple them. That's not a word. I'll take it. I will take it. Shots are 100% in our favor. 14-2. Second period. Oh my God. Mackey, could you, for once in your life, hold on for, a period or whatever? They had 2 shots coming to this period. Man, really? We're paying you a league min. I get it. You're unhappy? Whatever. Do you want to leave Minnesota that bad? Third period underway. Tie game. Power play early for Chicago. And we score a goal right off the penalty kill. Big goal for Eminem. Oh, the Russian machine never breaks. Power play for Chicago. We kill it off. Big penalty. Another one. Another one. Who the hell is taking penalties? I swear to God, I'll kick them right in the face. Anthony Francis gets on the board. That is a huge power play marker for one of the best player in the NHL, Anthony Francis. A 3-1 victory in game number 5. Okay, that was definitely the lowest goal scoring. That was definitely the lowest goal scoring game of the series. now we have 2 shots to end this. Let's head to Chicago, come back to Minnesota, but not have to play that game 7. Is that okay with everybody? I'm fine with that. Game number 6. Everybody is healthy. Here we go. First period. 1-0. Brant Clark scores halfway through that period. Shots in our favor, 13-8. Okay. Second period. 2-0. Is that Pete Curry? Is that Pete Curry? Pete Curry, the 4th line forward, gets it done. 2-0. His first ever postseason goal as a Minnesota Wild. 2-0 Minnesota. A chance to head back to the Western Conference Finals against whoever. I don't care who it is. Third period underway. Can we finish this one off? They have weapons, but we do too. Slychuk scores early. I don't like that power play for Chicago. Can we hold it off? Slychuk again. Mackey, you had... Mackey, for the love of God. For one period in your entire life, could you just hold it off? Oh, Slychuk scores again, completes a natural hat trick. Please. Hadfield! Uh-oh. Why did I feel this game was going to go to OT? Slychuk completes a natural hat trick in the third period. Hadfield ties it up with 1:41 remaining. Oh, you betcha we're going to this one. Mackey, this is all on you. You shut the door. Anthony Francis, Cole Perfetti going at it here. Hughes gets the puck. Up to Anthony Francis. A chance to send it to the Western Conference Finals. Kaprizov runs in to Rion. Chance to end this series. You let up a natural hat trick in the third period for Gusev. Or not Gusev. What did I say? Gusev. Gustav Slychuk. My bad. No hard feelings. Anthony Francis loses the face-up. Up to Johansson. Over to Nylander. What's he going to do here? Oh, sidesteps. Shot in front. That is right behind the net. That was a dangerous chance for Slychuk. In front for Hughes. Tipped off, but Kaprizov regains it. The captain of the Minnesota Wild trucks along. Anthony Francis, what the hell was that pass, man? Seriously, body Slychuk, though. Trying to get the puck back. And Slychuk regains the puck. Starting the offense for Chicago. Takes a ripper on net, but Mackey stands tall. Over in front. Nylander out in front, and Mackey stops the puck. A big save all alone. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. I mean, there's been a lot of body checks so far. Kaprizov was laid out and nobody answered the bell. Eichel is out here on the second line forwards. Let's see how we get it done. Face off. Loss win in front. What a garbage goal. Minnesota, that is all on you. You leave your goaltender right out in front. A terrible face-off draw. Leaves it right in front for Strome to end this game and force game number 7. This series should have been over by now. You leave Mackey all alone. Mackey, why are you playing that far out of your net? What, literally, man, why? 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 Why, Mackey? Seriously, Mackey. Okay, we head back to Minnesota for a chance. Somebody's going to the Western Conference Finals now. Okay. Game number 7. That is what did I just say? Oh, I think this series is going to go the distance. Really, Owen? Really? Really? Did you really have to go and say that? Okay. I don't know who to put that game on. I mean, Mackey should have held it out, not allowed 3 straight goals from one player in the third period. But everybody else, you got to step up, Minnesota. This is it. Go home. Go big or go home. Here we go. You've been in this situation before, boys. You won the Stanley Cup in Game 7 last year. You know exactly what you have to do to win. You are facing a former dynasty in the Chicago Blackhawks. They know how to do it, or some of them know how to do it. First period. Here we go. Slow sim, Minnesota. Come on, I need a few goals. Give me 3 goals. Come on, Minnesota. Our offense has been stunted so far in these last few games. Power play early. Jack Eichel, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Big goal for Jack Eichel. Might be his last ever series for the Minnesota Wild. And we end the first 20 minutes with a 1-0 lead. We leave Chicago at 4 shots. 13-4 to be exact. Oh, no. Okay. 1-0. It's a lead, but it is not a lead I like so much. Second period underway. Intermission is over with. Chicago is back, ready to roll. Come on, Minnesota. Come on, can we hold? Don't hold off. Don't play defense here. Score goals. That's exactly what you're known for. You're not known for holding off seriously or goals or whatever. You're not known for that. You're not known for holding. You're not known for that. What are the words I'm trying to look for? You're not known for holding a lead in any game. You score your way out of trouble. Yes, you have the best defense in the league, and sometimes your goaltender lays an egg. Usually they do. Doesn't matter if you're Weeman, you're Rensfeldt, or you're Mackey, or you're Yaroslav Askarov from the last series. I'm not even going to mention the goaltending so far. A 1-0 lead heading into the third. Winner goes to the Western Conference Finals. Loser gets to sulk for the rest of the offseason. Third period. Come on, Minnesota. Come on, Minnesota. Please, Minnesota. Please, Minnesota. Please, Minnesota. Please, 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 please. Please, power play. Power play. Power play. Gustav! No! Gustav Slichuk, no! No, 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 don't, not again. Not again. No. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. No. Game 7, overtime, 1-1. Uh-oh. We've been on the right side of history against Chicago since I came in and took over for Minnesota. Will that streak continue? Face off to begin overtime. Winner goes to the Western Conference Finals. This is the biggest OT of the postseason so far. Francis strips it. It is a 2-on-1. Broken 2-on-1. What's he gonna do here? Oh, and he gets... Oh, what the hell was that kind of pass in front? What the hell was that? Francis with the puck again. He's got the speed. He's got that 99 speed. Kaprizov, slapper. Ryun stops the puck. He is going to be a hard goaltender to beat here in OT. Oh, this is going to suck. This sucks. This sucks. I don't like this. First line is out here. Francis, come on, man. We're paying you all this money. Get it done. Face off, win. Kaprizov. Kaprizov over for Brandt Clark. Back to Hughes. Over to Brandt Clark again. Newmanen. He knows how to score goals. Rips it all the way wide. Jeez Louise. That's a power play for Minnesota, though. That's a power play. That's a power play. That's a power play. Guess what it is? It's a power play. What is he going to the box for? Oh, that is interference? Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, this is it. Minnesota. Do whatever you need to do, man. This is your biggest chance. In front. He's going to do Langweeder all the way back. Gogolev back to, I don't know who that was. Gogolev back over to Mironov. Slapper in front. Rion stops it, stuffing him. Okay, Langweeder was in front. His big body, his big frame couldn't get any wood on stick, or puck on stick, stick on puck. Waters is out here for the face-off again. Face-off. Loss. Olsen will dump it out, but we will regain the puck just outside of the blue line. Over to Langweeder. They restart the play immediately. Waters goes around the net. Back to the point. Mironov over to Brandt Clark. He had an opportunity. Brandt Clark with a slot. Oh, what a save. What a save. What a save. What the hell was that? I saw a broken stub. Was that something went in the net? What was that? What the hell went in the net? Was that a bottle? I thought the puck was in the net, and they just missed it. What a play right there. First line power play is out. Over to Mironov. Back to Eichel. Eichel. Stick from one of their defensemen sends it all the way down. We will have to regain half the power play remaining. Just over that. Mironov. Back up to Pietrangelo. Francis with the slapper of a lifetime. The biggest shot sends Minnesota all the way from Game 7 to the Western Conference Finals. We defeat Chicago in 7. One of the biggest slap shots I've ever seen. It's still going. It's burned a hole through the XL Energy Center. Chicago has been beaten. They had a 2-0 series lead heading into Chicago. We tie things up. Actually, 3 straight wins. We lose the last one in the overtime frame. We come back here and we end it in OT. A few rough... That was a stick that went in the net there. Rion did everything in his power this series. Pietrangelo, Francis with the slapper of a lifetime. And we are heading to the Western Conference Finals. Yes, that is exactly what I needed to see, Minnesota. Power of positivity. I believed in you, but man, oh man, you made it hard to. But Francis, I called for him to do it, and he did exactly what the doctor called for. Who will we be playing in the Western Conference Finals? The Winnipeg Jets. If I'm not mistaken, did we not play them in this round last year? I guess I'll have to do some Googling. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.